te wairua Ko ia ko ka hina wana wa E kore rawa e tu whera ki te kore Tātua kaharo tēnei mātua he ponunga. Ia whakamoi me te atua nei tēnei hara atara. Ke mena ki te taitoko mo te kaupapa na wātane Māori. Taitoko mo te kaupapa o Kingi Tuheitia, a direi, hei Pai Māori Day. Taitoko mo te kaupapa o Panama Road, e Matariki. E te tamata wairua tapu, ākia. Ākia, amene. Nore te tēnā koutou, e te iwi nau mai, whakatau mai rā, nau mai, hara mai mo te kaupapa na wātane Māori o Timoto Aotearoa. Tomasini tōku ingoa, na wātane Māori o Tāmiki Makaurau, o Tāmiki Hiranga Waka. Good evening, everybody. Well, if you've just joined us, never night for Na Wātane Live. And of course, we want to thank all our guests that have come on this evening, especially to talk to us about what's coming up in their communities. We'll find out what's happening in parts of the Motu in regards to the big cleanup that's happening down in Hastings. A lot of our Māori wardens are still down there working a way to support the cope with the infrastructure over the last recent floods, some bad infrastructure that's happened down in Hastings. So we'll catch up with our wardens later on this evening to talk about the work that they've been certainly doing in that area. And just want to acknowledge the wardens from Auckland, especially from Tamaki, that are down there and have been away from their families for, I suppose, 2 or 3 months now. And just acknowledge them for the work that they do. Most of our kaimahis, most of our whānau that are on with us tonight, they also play a big major role in their communities. We have the managing director from Kuru Trust with me, talking with me this evening, Te Ropati, and of course Te's no stranger, former rugby league player, Te. And you know the good thing about us, we were brought up with the Ropati whānau. You know, as young kids, and he has a love and passion for certainly for his community. I love the work that he does, certainly while working around our rangatai, especially with all the programs that Te has been working with our kids, and you know, and that's what we really need, whānau, in our community. A lot of rangatai programs that can support the work that we do in our community. So I talked with Te and the work that he'd been doing. And of course, Matariki Celebrations that are coming up in Panama Road, whānau. So yes, the big Matariki that's happening in Panama Road. And of course, the coordinator for that is Te Ropati. And I have online with me this evening, tēnā koe, Te Rangatira, tēnā koe, nau mai, hara mai, nau mai, the kōrero o tēnei pō, nā wātene Māori. Just a good evening to you, Te. Hey, look, and thank you. I know you're driving, and I caught you on the road. Aroha mai matua. Look, I won't keep you too long, but look, thank you for coming on and talking to us. A big day coming up in Panama Road. I'll just get you to introduce yourself, and we'll get straight on to the kaupapa that's coming up. Kia ora matua.
Kia ora, Thomas, and thank you for your very kind words as well. Much appreciated. Kia ora whānau. I'm Te Ropati, and as Thomas said, I'm the Executive Director for the Kuru Trust, and we have a special focus also relating to a society called the Friends Society of Panama Riverside Road, where we spend a lot of our young days growing up. And so yeah, we do have a Matariki celebration coming up. It will be on the 30th of July, so right at the very end. But we felt it very important that we recognise the significant occasion that Matariki represents, and the beauty of being able to bring our people, our community, and everybody together to recognise this this special occasion, Thomas.
Looking forward to that, Te, and of course it's very significant because it's the area that we've been brought up in, Te. You know, and as I said before, and I done the induction, is that it's significant for us because, like, you know, the river there, it was our kai resource, wasn't it?
Yeah,
back in the day.
yeah, it sure was. We caught plenty of snapper and plenty of eels, and late at night the flounder would be plentiful as well. As far as me and my brothers went, and all our other friends and that as well, Thomas, it was a great training ground. That they need to go to the swimming pools and that now to do their training in the water, but we had it right on our backyard, and as you say, the food was plentiful, and the training ground was fantastic as well. So yeah, we're very lucky in Panama Road to have everything that we had. The mountain up at Mount Richmond was another great training area for us as well. So we recognize all the significant landmarks and the history of the area as well. And we're going to take that all with us to Matariki, and when we recognise how wonderful it is for us to have grown up in a beautiful place, and it still is very beautiful. And so we really have been trying to do a lot of things, and slowly they're coming to fruition, and we're starting to stand up new projects and programs to help rangatahi, to help our whānau right across everybody, really. And if I can also mention at this quickly, Thomas, I'll give it a shout out. One of the new programs that I do have, Kōrero Talanoa Mahi, and it's focused on 16 to 26-year-olds. And my main focus with this particular program is to help people be work ready, to help them overcome any issues they may have, and to help them improve and be the best people that they can potentially be. But yeah, so it's a big shout out to all the whānau that maybe know somebody or something. By all means, please reach out to me and contact me, and I assure you that I'll go around directly and I'll pick them up and take them with me on the journey that hopefully can support them, Thomas. So Kōrero Talanoa Mahi is our new project, and I would like anybody right across Auckland to reach out, and I will be there with bells on to support them.
Kia ora tēnā, and that's the kaupapa that we love, because it's getting our rangatai involved, it's getting them set, it's getting them set for mahi out there, and it's interacting with them, and this is what we find in different parts of our mahi when we work in our community. We ask the kids all the time, what do they want? What is their goals? And just talking like, you know, sometimes they just need that pickup. Like you said, go around and pick them up. I know you did something with the Warriors last year, where they had a works career happening at the Warriors there.
Yeah, it's all about creating those opportunities for rangatahi or others to be able to link in and feel comfortable and willing to join the kōrero and work alongside one another to help each other, you know. So I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, and that's what whānau is all about. It's about working with one another and supporting each other to get from A to B, and you know, and to not do it alone, because there's no need to do it alone. We're all here with one another. We're all ready to support each other. And you know, and Matariki, our celebrations for Panama Road, they nearly didn't happen. But good men like you, Thomas, have allowed it to come to fruition. You support it. The Māori Wardens are right behind it, and without your support and the like in the community, we wouldn't be able to do it. And it's all about people, as you know, Thomas. So you know, I'm really proud of everything that we've been doing together especially over the last 3 to 4 years. And I'm looking forward to what's in front beyond that as well. So yeah, no, thank you very much, Thomas. Really appreciate it.
Tell us what is coming up for Matariki. I know we've got a young talented singer just made her debut, and she's coming to perform live for us on the day on our day down at Matariki, and to celebrate Matariki with us. And it's our talent from our own area. So you know, it's finding these little, you know, finding these little gems that we have, but they're not out there. They're too whakamadu to get out there and give it a go. So this young girl, her parents whakapapa back to Panama Road, and you know, she's coming to sing for us, Matariki. What else is happening, Matariki?
Yeah, well, I know that
I know Panama Road School's doing some stuff. Is that right?
Yeah, so there might be there'll be some kapahaka performances. There'll be some opportunities for anyone to experience a wakaama ride. Maybe they will take it up as well after giving it a go. So Betty Ann Monga is there on hand, and she'll be facilitating that area. And then we've got some free kai as well. So, you know, we will be putting down, I was going to say we'd be putting down the hangi, but that would be telling fibs. We'll be putting in the hangi.
Hangi, is that right?
Yeah. So there'll be a bit of kai, and really it's a chance to come down and look at some of the performers that will be there. There might be up to 3 or 4 different acts. So just really come, the main purpose is to have that fellowship, to share with one another, come together and just see each other's smiling faces and connect and to know that the Panama whānau are one, and we all stand together and we will always be together.
You know, and while you talk about that here, you know, the greatness of Panama Road saw two big names of Māori wardens come out of Panama Road, and you know we were so privileged to have, and of course she was honoured by the Queen too, Nana Hopai, Nana Jack Hopai, and of course not forgetting Albert Collins also came from out of Panama Road. So some big names from that area. Look, Tia, thank you so much for coming on. I know there's more and more that we could talk about, but I know that you've got to keep going in. And looking forward to catching up with you. And tomorrow, I think it's tomorrow night, we've got a meeting around 7 at Panama Road School. So we'll catch you up there, Tia, and looking forward to celebrating Matariki with the whānau down there in Panama Road.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on this evening.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me, Thomas. I've just got this young lady. I got to get her over to the Tipai Courts over here out of West Auckland. We're in Henderson, so
yes,
we got a netball game on, so we better get moving.
Okay, then, Tia, kia ora. Thank you for your time.
Kia ora. Thank you.
Kia ora. That's Tia Ropati, and of course, Tia, one of the managing directors of Kuru Trust, and also works alongside, as he said, works alongside all different kaupapa and working alongside our rangatahi, you know, giving them something to look forward to. He's got a new kaupapa that's coming up. I'll get him to post that out for us, whānau, so that we can put it up on our webpage and get that out there. So if you've got any rangatahi from I think it was 16 years of age to 28 that are looking to get back into the workforce, we'll get that information and we'll put that up on that web on our site for you, and make sure that we can get that out to you. This evening, on tonight's program, we were going to have Whaia Gloria Hughes, who looks after the Kura Neihana. She puts her apologies in this evening. She had another kaupapa on this evening. And we were going to talk about the up-and-coming Kura Neihana that's happening this year. But hopefully tomorrow night we catch up with Whaia Gloria. We'll take a short break and then we'll come back to you.
Atena whakarongo maira, whakarukea o taera. Ia tangi hea te umere, umere. Kia kohiti te marama, kia ngao ko te moana. Ia tawa inawa, ana, ana. Papa tere, tere inema. Papa tere, tere ta mama. Papa tere, tere iara. Tere, whakarukea o taera. Taera, taera ia. Whakarukea o taera. Taera, taera ia. O wakasasali maia, e taki takina. Kakere paua, e tuki tukina. Whakarukea o taera.
Beautiful way to the whānau. I must say that I don't own the rights to that music, but I like listening and playing that music when we can. Look, as I said, Whaia Gloria Hughes was going to be on the program this evening, talking about the up-and-coming Kura Neihana that's happening this year. All the registration papers are all out now and ready to be filled out. And, you know, it's a whānau, it's a good training ground to be at, is the Kura Neihana. And it's a good time for different wardens to meet up with different wardens across different parts of the motu, and and that whakawhanaungatanga, very important for our wardens to have that whakawhanaungatanga, because different areas that we work in are all totally different in different parts of the motu. If you're working from certainly from a rural area, it's totally different from working in from a city environment. So whakawhanaungatanga, those national events that happen across the motu, with the Kora Neihana that's coming up in August. And as I said, I was hoping to have all the registration papers up on our page this evening, but we haven't been able to get those up yet. And I'm sure tomorrow night with our Whaia Gloria, who will come on and talk about the up-and-coming Kora Neihana that is coming up. And of course, don't forget Te Ropati is, as I said, Te Ropati is the managing director for Kuru Trust. He's also an ex-rugby league player for New Zealand, and brought up with the Ropati whānau down in Panama Road. We were very, very, very close. I suppose very close when it came to looking after family or whānau. Back in those days, the river where we were brought up on was our kitchen. Back in the days, I won't go too far back in those days, but the river down we were brought up in Panama Road. Back in those days, around the 60s, 70s, provided us with all our kai. And when we were young, growing up, we were taught very young how to go out and look for kai. We've been going to the local river or going to the beaches or even going up north to get to the far north to get watercress or puha, whatever it was. We learnt all that in growing up when we were growing up in Panama Road. So it's awesome that how we've still got whānau very attached to a whenua, very close and very dear to them, and especially with Te, with all and the work, and not just for getting Te Ropati, but all the whānau that have made it happen and that have put a lot of mahi into their community, into their whenua, into their papakainga, where they were brought up, because the umbilical cord is always going to be there. And the work that a lot of the whānau are doing in Panama Road. And of course, as Tia said, a very, very big day that's coming up on the 29th of July. Matariki celebrating it down at the Auckland Rowing Club in Panama Road. There's going to be waka right, and that's going to be, as Tia said, it's going to be run by Betty Ann Monga, and of course we know Betty Ann from Arija, and of course Kapahaka and Kai, and just talking to different agencies. What do they want? What does the community want in Panama Road? We've been trying to get a marae established in Panama Road because we don't have a marae anywhere close in that area. The closest marae to us are in Ngāti Otara, and of course in Pamua and in GI and Mangere.
Gonna
And not forgetting the surrounding areas in Mangere. So those are the closest maraes that we have. So work in progress for Panama Road to get a marae set up. And what does that look like? So, you know, engaging with the whānau there. And what does that look like to have that marae put there? All right, then. Well, that's me for this evening. If you've got anything, as I said, if you have anything that you want to share with us, please, you can get me on the emails, nawatanelive@gmail.com, or you can get us on the Facebook. Just message us on the Aotearoa Māori Wardens page, and we'll make sure that we can get you onto the program next week. Hopefully tomorrow night we have Goya Hughes on the program with us tomorrow night to talk about the up and coming Koronehana that's coming up. We'll catch you tomorrow night. Have a good evening, and don't forget, stay warm, and we'll see you tomorrow night. See ya, popo.
Atena whakarongo maira, whakarukea o taera. Ia tangi hea te umere, umere. Kia kohiti te